Hello, everybody, and welcome from Pushing the Cushion Productions and United Dirt Sim Series. My name is Dave Ward. I will be bringing you all the action once again here from Weedsport in the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites. Let's take a look right now. Practice is going on. We have about 3.5 minutes. Before we go into tonight, here is the points for the top 10 drivers. As you can see, Tyler Schell out front with 825 points. Aiden Beerline in second with 787. Mason Hannigan with 780 points. Top four right now for Kenny Miller with 766. And Eric Wilkie for the top five with 543. 6 through 10 you can see there. We are missing a few drivers tonight, so it might be a chance for a few to move up in the points. And right now out on track, Tyler Schell is the fastest with an 11.939. Aiden Beerline 5 thousandths of a second behind him. Chris Sabaski right there as well, about 700ths back from him. And also Phantom Motorsports driver Matthew Croak sitting in the fourth spot. Getting ready to head into qualifying here momentarily. And this should be an interesting track, as the only straight area, the only straightaway is on the front straightaway. Everything else, your car is always turning. Even on the back area there, you would still call it a straightaway. It is still hooked from turn 2 to turn 3. And it will make for some interesting racing here in the 410s. Like to thank all of our sponsors for United Dirt Sim Series. We have Pushing the Cushion Productions, as always, for having a place to broadcast to on YouTube, as well as the United Dirt Sim Series page. Jessup Logistics, always been a friend for United Dirt Sim Series, helped us out very early on, and still continues to this day. Mark Jessup. Fournier Motorsports sponsoring our 358 class over there, giving out the top 3 spots for the Fournier Motorsports 358 big blocks. Goyette Trucking, Anthony Goyette from Goyette Trucking, always helping out in any way that he can, supported some class sponsorship, as well as the microphone that I am talking to you guys on now. If it sounds horrible, just blame him, okay? It's not me in any way, shape, or form. My voice is absolutely golden. It would have to be the microphone at that point. Redline Race Designs, as always, and class sponsor here for tonight, the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites. Make sure you check them out over at dirtempiremagazine.com. You can grab your subscription over there, and also you can read some electronic articles that they've put up for drivers both in real life as well as some Sam's Club, as well as some sim racers Sam's Club. I don't know where that came from. So there you go. That is the sponsorship. We're jumping directly into qualifying right now. Matthew Croak out on the track right there from Phantom Motorsports. He is trying to lay down a top time. Tyler Schell going to jump in with an 11.8 right over the top of him. Tyler Schell coming to rest there in the third spot. Look at that, Coulter West in the 10C, and Brandon Surratt. Coulter West from LGR Motorsports battling up to the 4th position there in qualifying. Brandon Surratt going to settle with the 3rd. 5th for Tyler Street. 6th, Anthony Goyette. Waiting for this one to run, Mason Hannigan from Black Diamond Motorsports. Looks like he is out on track right now. Hannigan really throwing it in there from Black Diamond Motorsports in the number 7. So Hannigan gonna settle for 11th place on the grid right now for qualifying. Chris Sabaski jumping up into the 2nd position right there, right behind Tyler Schell, ahead of teammate Matthew Croak. Daniel Boyd going 4th fast. Now Aiden Beerline getting on the board as well. Beerline 5th fastest after his first lap. After 2nd lap, he goes 3rd fastest with an 11.969. I think that is going to do it. Looks like we have Andrew Hansen. Billy Brickley might be out on track right there. Running the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 for Sofa King Fast Sim Sport. Brickley might be having a rough night tonight as the whole front end of that car is missing. Gonna go out for his 2nd attempt at qualifying here. So Brickley trying to better his first time there. Let's see if he can do it. I don't think he got it done, as his name is not moving. So tough spot for Billy Brickley to be starting in, but I guess he can only go up from there. We are going to get ready to roll into the heat race here in just a matter of seconds. Heat race number 1 has taken to the grid right now. Car count has dropped down here in the 410 Elites as this series has went on and people have realized that they are out of the payouts. Some of them have stopped racing, so that's the lower car count, or the reason for the lower car count. Starting on the pole position for Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, the newest driver, it is Brandon Surratt in the number 73. Outside row number 1 in the number 79, black and red chrome right there from Iridium Sim Sports, it is Daniel Boyd. Row number 2 on the inside in the 13A from Beerline Racing, Aiden Beerline. Outside row number 2 in the number 85 from Elbows Up Sim Sport, your current points leader and returning series champion, Tyler Shell. Row number 3 on the inside in the 4-star from Silva King Fast Sim Sports, it is Tyler Street. Outside row number 3, also from Silva King Fast Sim Sports, the number 56 of Randy Shreves. Rounding out the field, starting worst, looking to go first in the 00, the Dirt Empire Magazine.com sponsored ride for Silva King Fast Sim Sports, Billy the Buckshot Bandit Brickley. Let's see what he can do here as we get ready to go green flag racing. Brandon Surratt going to lead him around to the green flag here. Here we go. We are racing at Weedsport. Daniel Boyd really throwing it in hot there in 1 and 2 and made it stick. That thing looked like it was on rails. He's going to bring it around for the first lap here. Tyler Shell now trying to reel him in. Shell cutting down on the inside all the way in 1 and 2. Surratt dropping back into that 4th position. Can Shell reel in Daniel Boyd? Boyd looking pretty solid right now, working low to midline through 1 and 2. 3 and 4, he is right about midline as well as Shell. And Beerline now trying to reel into the top 2. About the same amount of distance between 1st and 2nd and 2nd and 3rd. Just a car length or 2. Maybe 3 car lengths. Halfway home here in heat race number 1. Beerline starting to reel in Shell. Shell going to reel in Boyd, so this is going to be a good one as there's still about 4 laps left. The top 3 running away from the field. Surratt and Street back here in 4th and 5th. Looks like Brickley finishing in 7th. He might already be in the pits having a beer. I think he needs a shot. He had a rough night in the 360s. Doesn't look like the 410s is much better. Shell trying to still work on Boyd. Boyd able to run a flawless heat race so far. Shell now going to look on the outside. Couldn't get it done as they went into 1 and 2. Daniel Boyd still going to hold on to that lead. Shell trying to get a run with a little bit more momentum on the outside. Couldn't get there. White flag is out. Now Beerline trying to take a peek as they went into 1 and 2. I don't think he's going to have enough to get Shell here in 3 and 4. It's going to be Daniel Boyd, Tyler Shell, Aiden Beerline. Top 3. Then Brandon Surratt, Tyler Street, Randy Shreves, and Billy Brickley. Heat race number 2 taking to the grid right now. Starting on the pole position in the 10C from LGR Motorsports, it's the best of the rest, it's Coulter West. Outside row number 1 in the number 41, sponsored by Wilkie's Auto Service and Handmade Motorsports, Eric Wilkie. Row number 2 on the inside from Phantom Motorsports, sponsored by Velocity, it is Matthew Croak in the number 2. Outside of him, his teammate, also from Phantom Motorsports, in the number 21, it's Chris Sabaski. Row number 3 on the inside from Silva King Fast Sim Sports, sponsored by Jack Me Off Racing Engines and Buster Hyman's Burgers and Shakes, it is Anthony Goyette in the 29. And outside of him from Black Diamond Motorsports in the number 7, Sponsored by UDTV and Tim Sims, Mason Hannigan. Eric Wilkie going to bring us around to the green flag here. We will be looking for it here coming out of turn number 4. Sorry, Coulter West going to bring us down to the green flag. West lights the fire, and we are green flag racing. West running the ABR setup from ABR Setup Shop. Eric Wilkie trying to reel him in now in the 41. Sabaski and Croak teammates battling side by side back there in the 3rd and 4th position. Sabaski now going to pull into 3rd. Whoa! They wadded him up. Wilkie and West, no caution flags here in the heat race. Looks like Eric Wilkie on his side. So, top 2 go to Phantom Motorsports now. Croak out front. Sabaski in 2nd. Goyette 3rd. Hannigan in 4th. West and Wilkie 5th and 6th. Andrew Hansen helping out the race director tonight. Full warm-up, so we will be running the full 5-minute warm-up here after this heat race. Sabaski now trying to take a look. Croak going all the way outside, beating down the boards in 3 and 4. And running the high side coming out of 2 as well. Goyette trying to reel in the leaders in that 3rd position. Don't think he's going to get there. He is just looking for a solid finish right now. Looking good right now in the 3rd position, holding off Mason Hannigan. Hannigan sitting in the 2nd position in points, I do believe. And yes, I'm sorry, 3rd in points, and he is on the struggle bus tonight. Here as the white flag comes out for Phantom Motorsports driver Matthew Croak with the win. Chris Sabaski 2nd. 3rd, Anthony Goyette. 4th, Mason Hannigan. 5th, Coulter West. Eric Wilkie out early. So that is finishing up heat race number 2. We are going to a full warm-up session right now. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the final warm-up session, getting everybody ready for the A main. A main is taking to the grid here momentarily. You wanted the best, you got UDSS right here for 30 laps at Weedsport in the Dirt Empire magazine. 410 Elites starting on the pole position in the number 79. It is Daniel Boyd from Iridium Sim Sports. Outside row number 1 from Phantom Motorsports, it's Matthew Croak in the number 2. Inside row number 3, your current point series leader, Tyler Shell in the number 85 from Elbows Up Sim Sports. Outside row number 2 from Phantom Motorsports, in the number 21, it is Chris Sabaski. Row number 3 on the inside in the 13A, sitting second place in points from Beerline Racing, it is Aiden Beerline. Outside row number 3 in the number 73, the 10C of Coulter West, the best of the rest from LGR Motorsports. Row number 4 on the inside in the number 73 from Silva King Fast Sim Sports, it's Brandon Surratt. Outside of him in the number 41 is going to be Eric Wilkie from Handmade Motorsports. Starting in the 9th position is going to be Tyler Street in the 4-star from Silva King Fast Sim Sports. Also from Silva King, it is the number 56 of Randy Shreves and the number 29 of Anthony Goyette. We are getting ready to rip them off here. 30 laps, the distance. Matthew Croak going to bring him down to the green flag. I'm sorry, Daniel Boyd. And we are going to go green flag racing right meow. Boyd going to lead him around for the first lap, it looks like. Croak all the way on the outside. Oh, we've already got a car tumbling. I believe that was Aiden Beerline. Not sure. Let me see. We're going to go back and take a look. Watch the 13A here as he might have made some contact with Chris Sabaski. Let's take a look and see. No, he catches the inside wall and goes for a tumble. Man, found his wheels, but now that is going to put Beerline all the way at the back of the pack, starting at the end of the longest line. We are waiting for the caution truck to come out right now, the pace truck. It is creeping. Beerline back in the pits. Car is not moving. It doesn't appear that he is in. So he might be sitting out as well. Mason Hannigan does make it back out on the track. He missed the start, so he is going to tag the back of the pack. Daniel Boyd ready to get this one going. '79 looking pretty solid with that matte gray and red chrome finish there. Croak going to start on the outside of row number 1 in the number 2 from Phantom Motorsports. Shell and Sabaski directly behind, then West and Surratt in row number 3. Tough break for Aiden Beerline there. He is able to make it back out, so he will be tagging the end of the field. And now he has a lot more work to do, as him and Hannigan are both a lap down, it appears. So a long night for Beerline and Hannigan, your second and third place in points. Coming around to lead the first lap here, well, the third lap, I should say, is going to be Daniel Boyd. Shell right there trying to reel him in and get on the inside. He's going to take the inside line down through 3 and 4. That is dangerous with that wall down there. Shell, your new leader here at Weedsport. Sabaski throwing it in from Phantom Motorsports. He's going to take over that third spot. Now he is beating down the boards all the way on the outside. And he is trying to reel in Daniel Boyd. Boyd still holding down the second spot. We are back to caution once again here at Weedsport. Very difficult track to run here. We might see a few cautions. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see. Might have been Tyler Street here. Let's take a look. These guys were all running in a big wad here. No! That is problems for Croak right there. So that is this one here. Watching number 2 right there, battling with Randy Shreves. Gonna wash up the track. Shreves unable to check up and makes contact with Croak. It's a tough break for those drivers. Shell, your leader. Croak now back in the pits. He is getting some work done to that machine. Hopefully he can make it out before the green flag drops, or he will be trapped in the pits. So it does appear that Aiden Beerline and Mason Hannigan are on the lead lap. So they are okay. Not a lap down. Croak still sitting in the pits, it looks like. Let's see if we can get some eyes on him. He is in the car, so he might be able to fire it up and get out before the green flag. Lights are off on the pace truck. I don't think Croak is going to be able to tag the field in time. Here we go. Tyler Shell going to bring him back down to the green flag here at Weedsport. Sabaski trying to make something happen. He is going to settle into the second position. Caution back out. Not sure what brought it out here. Let's see. These guys having a tough go here at Weedsport. Oh no, problems for Mason Hannigan. Let's see what happened here. Hannigan on the struggle bus tonight. Looked like he came down and Anthony Goyette came up slightly and they made contact. Tough break for Hannigan there. These guys looking to settle in here and get some green flag laps. Croak back out, so it does look like he made it in time. Hannigan now getting work done on his car. Top 5 are as follows. Tyler Shell with the lead. Chris Sabaski second. Daniel Boyd in third. Fourth is Eric Wilkie, and top 5 right now for Randy Shreves. Lights are out on the pace truck. We should be going back to green flag here, coming out of turn number 4. Hannigan still in the pits, so he might not be coming out, not quite sure. Shell ready to get some green flag laps under his belt here. Sabaski and Boyd with another shot to try and get the lead easily here on the restart. Can't get it done there. These guys really pushing into turn number 1, bouncing around and running into each other, not checking up too much. Beer Line, look at this, all the way up to 5th. Now battling around the outside of Eric Wilkie. Those two drivers having a great race in the 360 just moments ago at Lima Land. And now Beer Line's going to go up to 4th. Wilkie right now is your hard charger there in the number 41, up 7 positions. Tyler Shell still holding down the lead as we are a third of the way through this race. 10 laps in. And caution out once again. This might be it here. It's hard to tell. There was some... Oh, Croak catching the inside wall. Goyette had nowhere to go there. Not sure if that's what brought it out, because it also says Jason Hannigan crashed. Nope, that's nothing there. Let's see what this one is. Wilkie in the 41 might have possibly also had an incident. He hit the outside wall there. That's what brought the caution out right there. So Wilkie going all the way down to the bottom of the track, trying to get that thing to flip back over. He is going to be the latest one to have Weedsport bite him right in the butt. Shell still out front. Sabaski second. Boyd third. Beer Line battling all the way up from having to tag the field there into the 4th position. Top 5 right now for Brandon Surratt from Sofa King Fast Sim Sport. Green flag is back out here at Weedsport. Shell really sending it in there deep, able to make it happen. Sabaski trying to reel him in. Oh, Chris Sabaski now catching the inside wall, trying to reel in your leader, Tyler Shell. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. These guys are having a rough go here at Weedsport in the 410 Elites. Let's take a look at that. Right here, Chris Sabaski on the inside, trying to reel in Tyler Shell and catches that inside wall. Whoo! Miraculously doesn't take anybody out. Got into the street just a little bit there, but wow, wow, wow. Only one not to make a mistake yet, or one of the very few right there, the man leading this train right now, Tyler Shell. Aiden Beerline had picked off 3rd position right before we went, or right as soon as we went green flag racing, and then with Sabaski hitting that inside wall, Beerline was able to skate by on the outside, so he is going to take over the 2nd position. Looks like they're getting him stopped for the pace truck. Gotta love the smack talkers. Always one from Vanderpool, always one. Waiting for the pace truck, and we will go back to green flag racing. Tyler Shell going to lead the way once again over Aiden Beerline. Looking to go back to green flag racing here at Weedsport. Shell with a great restart. Beerline looking solid. Trying to reel in the leader. Not going to be able to get it done as of now. Shell running the low end. All the way around the outside is Beerline through 3 and 4. They swap in 1 and 2. Coming up on halfway home here. Tyler Shell dominating the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites so far this season. Second place in points right there, the 13A of Aiden Beerline. See if we can see what happened here to bring out the last caution flag. Might have been Wilkie. This might not have been it. It said it was an incident. Wanted to go back and check it out here real quick. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. All right, so that was not it. Oh, it does look like Wilkie came to a stop back there, coming out of 4. Back to the front with the number 85 from Elbows Up SimSport. Waiting for the pace truck. We will be getting back going here halfway through this battle here at Weedsport. Getting them re-racked, restacked, and ready to rock and roll for the back half here in the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites. Tyler Shell bringing him back down to the green flag here for United Dirt Sim Series. Beerline trying to reel him in as he is now about a car length and a half. Shell and Beerline working side by side. Lap number 16. Shell now all the way on the outside. Catfishing is the 13A of Aiden Beerline. All the way down the bottom. Shell gets into the outside, beating down the boards, and new leader from worst to first. It's Aiden Beerline in the 13A. Caution flag out. This one is going to shape up to be a good race here, if we can get some green flag laps in. Might have been Daniel Boyd right here, 79. Giving the boot to Tyler Street a few times there. And checked up too much going into one. So, new leader, the 13A of Aiden Beerline. Tyler Shell holding down the second position. Then you have Tyler Street, Brandon Surratt, and I believe it's Sabaski. Beerline going to bring him down to the green flag here. Beerline focusing to try not to hit that inside wall coming out of 4. That really sent him to the back of the pack on the opening laps here at Weedsport. Shell now battling back down the inside of Beerline. Let's see as they get ready to go into 3 and 4. Beerline's going to run all the way on the outside. Shell on the inside. It's a drag race down the front straightaway. Tyler Street now reeling in the leaders. They are battling side by side. Beerline gets into the outside wall. That's going to give Shell enough to get up in front of him. Lead goes once again to Tyler Shell in the 85. Caution flag is out. We're going to have about an 8-lap shootout here. Oh, man, that is a tough break. Third place was Tyler Street. I think he was that last caution flag. Look at him right here. And he's going to lose it right there into 1. Luckily, no other cars got collected up in that one. Late race caution here. We've had our fair share of cautions tonight. This is a tough track, especially in these 410s. Top 5, all from different teams as it stands right now. Elbows Up SimSport out front in the number 85. Beerline Racing in second in 13A. Phantom Motorsports in third from the 21 right there. And then it is Surratt in the 73 from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, and LGR Motorsports, the 10C of Coulter West. Shell going to bring him back down to the green flag. Beer line right there with him. Chris Sabaski sitting in that third spot right there towards the back. He is going to be looking for one of the top two drivers to make a mistake here. Shell catches the inside wall coming out of 4. Nobody could make anything happen. So Beerline going to follow him right around. Sabaski now trying to warm up and look for an inside line on Beerline. Sabaski now throws caution to the wind. He's running the high side, going to beat down the boards all the way around. Shell starting to stretch it out now. Not sure what's going on with my scoring. I think it took a dump here, but we've got the leader in the number 85 right there out front. Aiden Beerline sitting in second. Chris Sabaski in third. This one winding down. 29 of 30. And can Beerline get there? White flag is out. Aiden Beerline pushing to see what he can come up with. Tyler Shell trying to hang on. Beerline puts it out on the wall. Holds on to the second position. It's going to be Shell, Beerline, and Sabaski coming home in third. So we are going to get those drivers down onto the front stretch for pictures and into Discord for driver interviews. And we will be looking for them here in just a quick moment. Here we go. The leaders are ready here. And we are going to start off with third place tonight in the number 21 from Phantom Motorsports, Chris Sabaski.
Hey man, how's it going?
It is going great. It looked like that was one hell of a battle there as all the caution flags came out and everybody was kind of getting shuffled around.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble with the scoring there. Everybody kind of got mixed up a bit, but overall, decent race. Happy to come out with a podium finish, and I don't know what it is, man. I I run the inside fence in 3 and 4 way too tight, and I just got to get that out of my system.
Yeah, definitely jumped out there and bit you the one time, and you were still able to battle back through and put it on the podium. So I guess you can't complain too much there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was able to go in, get the car refreshed, and come out and work my way forward. But um, I definitely didn't have much for Shell or Aiden there. Those guys were moving pretty decent, and felt like I needed a couple laps to get my rhythm in because I don't know, this place just gives me fits.
Well, I mean, this is the best of the best here for United Dirt Sim Series. We have top tier drivers, and to still see you guys struggling, I think that shows, one, how hard everybody pushes to try and move forward, but also how technical and difficult the track really is to run. I
Yeah,
mean,
certainly. I mean, well,
you're
this
not just,
place.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that Weedsport and Williams Grove are probably the two most technical tracks in the service. So I mean, um, I could probably use a couple extra laps and put some practice in at this place. It's not my favorite place, so not anxious to do that all ever. But I would definitely benefit from it. And a guy like Tyler's got it dialed in, so he's always stout everywhere. It's hard to beat the guy.
It just seems like, not only are you battling all of the other drivers out on the track for position, but you're also battling with the track to, try and conquer the beast and make it happen. And sometimes it bites you, but, you kept on digging and coming home in third, man. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Yeah, appreciate that. Gotta thank everybody over at Phantom Motorsports. Rob Ross, Matt, Kenny. PowerOutdoors.net, our primary sponsor, Weichel Sportswear, Velocity Race Design, CD Symptography, yourself for everything you do, everybody involved with the league, the guys that come out and run, and the people that tune into the stream. Gotta appreciate everybody that tunes in, family, friends, all that kind of thing. So we'll see if we catch you guys next weekend. Should be out there, and appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, good luck, brother. Always a pleasure having you and all of the other Phantom Motorsports guys. We're really glad that you were able to come out and join us this season, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of you guys.
Yeah, always. Everybody comes out when they can, and we got a couple guys right now. Kenny's out working on his car. I think he's racing tonight, and some other guys had some other commitments. But we get out every chance we can.
Absolutely. Well, it's great having you, and good luck next week, and we'll see you then, brother.
Thanks, man. Take care.
That is the 21 of Chris Sabaski coming home in third. Another driver that got bit by the inside wall of turn number 4, all the way from worst. Didn't quite get to first, but came pretty darn close. The 13A of Aiden Beerline. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good after flipping in pit lane and hitting the inside tire. I mean, inside wall.
Yeah, you took a pretty wild ride there and still battled back and just, kept that mindset. It looked like you just went to work and made sure that you got back up to where you needed to be.
Yeah. I remember pulling into pit lane trying to get my fast repair and flipped on a visible wall. So definitely didn't help that bit.
It looked like a few drivers were struggling in the pits tonight, and this track, Chris and I were just talking about how technical it is, and part of it is racing the other drivers on the track, but you also have to try and conquer the beast, which is Weedsport, and you got sent all the way to the back, had to get a pit repair, but you were able to battle back up into the second position, taking the lead even for a short time there.
Yeah, definitely. Just wanted to get a top 3, and I did, and I'm happy with that finish.
Absolutely. Well, you worked your tail off, man. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight, man?
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Reflection Cabinetry, Extreme House Buyers, Dave's Truck Service, Beyond Trucking, Redline Race Designs, and y'all for putting on an amazing show, and Shell and Chris for the congrats to them on their podium finishes too.
Well, great job holding down second place in points here in the 410 Elites and still holding on to the series championship points total for the 360s as well. You're on fire, man. It's awesome watching you get better and better and hone all of your racecraft, so keep going.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That is Aiden Beerline from Beerline Racing, 13 years old, by the way. And coming home in second tonight, getting it done. And with the win, seems like this cat is unbeatable sometimes. But you definitely had it all together tonight, huh? Tyler Shell in the 85.
I finally was able to put a good night together.
It,
Well, I mean, they're good nights, but a good heat race, I guess.
It definitely looked like it was a struggle bus out there for the main event. Quite a few people having some incidents, and that's all kind of part of it, isn't it? Like it is a very technical track, and you just got to get around it, right?
Yeah, I almost killed it there in 3 and 4 that one lap, but and then I just went back down to the bottom and putt, and it worked.
It even looked like you didn't you catch the inside of turn number 4 there. At least once, I thought I saw the front end of your car go, but you didn't catch it solid, so you were able to keep going.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I hit like where like the glitch is at, and I thought I was going to fly, and like I felt like it's where my left front hit, and it didn't. So we were all good and just kept it rolling, and ended up winning.
Well, I tell you what, man, it does seem like you're unbeatable sometimes, and you always put on one hell of a show. You and Aiden were battling there, for more than a few laps, and getting it done again, man. It's like you blink and Tyler Shell's back up in the lead. It seems like. I don't
Yeah,
know.
for sure. I don't know. I just tried. Like in the heat race, I thought I was going to get him, and just kept getting the door closed. So just settled for second and went for it in the feature and was able to pass him.
How many hours do you put in on the service as a racer?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I race 3 races a week.
And no practice.
No practice.
Really?
Really. I was
Why
playing
can't I
MLB.
do
I
this shit?
was playing MLB before this.
Why can't I do this shit? I don't know.
I
I
put
don't
a
know.
lot more. I put hours in before and just kind of muscle memory at that point. You give us a practice. Does the 15 minutes of practice in the beginning work? Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
And I had a league race here on Thursday, so
I think it's just the Force, bro. I think you're just Jedi or something. I don't know.
I'm an alien, I guess, right?
Something. That's what they say about all the kings of iRacing. So you guys got to figure it out. But keep doing what you're doing, brother. And who would you like to thank tonight, man? Who makes it all possible for you?
It's like thank Third Empire Magazine for putting this on, Just Logistics, Go at Trucking, and then you for broadcasting, and then I was up Sim Sports and our sponsors, Personal Evolution, School Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Interstate Speedway, Paints by Tunican, Haircut Real Estate, All Photographs, Proof Co., Ken Friends Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Don't mess up Billy Rowley's painting company.
It's semi-retired.
Semi. Who is that? Well, he still painted that car, didn't he?
That's why he's semi-retired.
Okay. You said retired, right?
Semi.
Okay.
Came out retired.
Okay. Well, we're super glad to have Elbows Up join us once again for this season, and can't wait to see what comes next weekend, huh?
Yep, for sure. Hopefully we can not have any bad luck on a double points line. It's been I've raced 3 of them and only had one good one that didn't have any bad luck on. So maybe we can end this up and win another points championship with you.
Well, there you go, brother. Good luck to you next week, and you're gonna be missing those midgets tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go crazy.
Well, more baseball, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no racing on, so got to do something.
Tyler Shell with the win. Congratulations once again. We will see you next Sunday, sir.
Yep, see you, man.
Number 85 from Elbows Up Sim Sports. That is going to do it for us tonight. My name is Dave Ward. Thank you guys all for joining us. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we will see you next Sunday night for the finale for the 360s and 410s.